Good morning, friends. I'm not going to say it's happy Monday because it's Monday, but hey, what are you going to do? Anyway, hope you guys had a great weekend. Man, we had some great basketball this weekend, some upsets, crazy things that happened. Hope you got to see it all. If you did, hope you enjoyed it. We're going to go over things that happened this weekend in college basketball. Got a lot of news items to get to. So before we get started, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. Let's get started. Former Michigan coach Sherrone Moore, remember him, and stalking that girl, had the affair with the girl, then stalked her, threatened to kill himself, all that crap. Plead down his charges to misdemeanors from felonies. He's going to be sentenced formally sometime in April. And guess put all that behind him. Still understand that guy. Had everything in the world and ruined it with bad decisions. North Carolina freshman Caleb Wilson, he's out for the rest of the season. Unfortunately, well, the season's over, but he's out for the conference tournament and March Madness. Broke his right thumb in practice. Little Rock, they fired head coach Darrell Walker after 8 seasons. Lost in the first round of the Ohio Valley Conference tournament to Lindenwood. He went 113 and 133 in his 8 seasons. They were 12-20 this season. So Little Rock looking for a new coach. Providence Friars, they are looking for a new coach. Got rid of Kim English after 3 seasons. He did win 21 games in his first season, but after that kind of went. Rashawn Burno won't return as head coach. Did I say that right? Rashawn Burno won't return as head coach for Northern Illinois after 5 seasons. Failed to reach the MAC tournament this year. Georgia Tech fired basketball coach Damon Stoudemire after 3 seasons. 42 and 55. Total 11 and 20 this season. Lost the last 12 games of this season too. Boston College, they fired basketball coach Earl Grant after 5 seasons. He went 11 and 20 also this year. He went 72 and 92 total in those 5 seasons. Eastern Michigan, they fired head coach Stan Heath. And Western Michigan fired their head coach Dwayne Stevens. Both of them are former Tom Izzo assistants. It just didn't work out for them. All right, so let's go back to Friday. 20-12 Morehead State beat 20-13 Southeast Missouri State, 66-61. Southeast Missouri State led that game by 7 at halftime. 21-12 Northern Iowa beat 21-12 Northern Iowa beat 20-12 Illinois State, 74-52. Illinois State leading scorer was Walker with 16 points. Number 18 St. John's beat 20-11 Seton Hall, 72-65. St. John's 50% from the field. Seton Hall only shot 41. Number 19 Miami of Ohio. Look at them. Finishes the regular season 31-0. Beat Ohio 110-108 in overtime. Elmer from Miami of Ohio, 32 points, 12 rebounds. A lot of press, media aren't giving Miami of Ohio much respect. Some of them saying they shouldn't be in the tournament. I don't know, man. I mean, if you go undefeated, why not throw them in the tournament? Man. Come on, that's hard to do, even if it is in their conference. 19-15, Georgia Southern beat 21-11 South Alabama, 94-85. Georgia Southern's Applewhite, 34 points. He hit 8 3-pointers in that game. 22-9 Tennessee State beat 22-11 Tennessee Martin, 68-55. Both of them coughed the ball up 14 times in that game. 18-13 West Virginia beat 20-10 Central Florida, 77-62. Huff for the Mountaineers had 24 points. 24-7 VCU beat 21-10 Dayton, 68-62. Dayton's 6-game win streak ended. 17-11 Harvard beat 16-12 Columbia, 81-71. Harvard's Piggy, is that how you say his name, Piggy? 26 points in that game. Nice game for him. 18-15 Southern Miss beat 19-13 Texas State, 81-77 in the Sun Belt Tournament. 18-14 Illinois Chicago beat 20-12 Murray State, 92-79. Illinois Chicago, only one starter of theirs did not reach double-digit points. The rest of them did. 16-17 Florida Gulf Coast beat 19-13 Lipscomb. 77-53 in the Atlantic Sun quarterfinals. And 14-19, Drake beat 26-6 Belmont, 100-79 in the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament. 60% from the field. They hit 11 three-pointers. Saturday, 14-18, NC Greensboro beat 19-12 Wofford by 3. 2011, Stanford beat 19-12 NC State. NC State, 4 straight losses since they beat their rival North Carolina. Number 14, Kansas beat Kansas State 104-85. Peterson for Kansas came off the bench, 27 points. White behind him, 23 points, 11 rebounds. Number 6, Iowa State beat Arizona State. They didn't fall to that Arizona State curse. Beat them 86-65. Iowa State went on a 24-0 run in the second half. They said, that's not going to happen to us. 22-09, Louisville beat number 22, Miami, 92-89. Miami led by 1 with 29 seconds left. Blew it. Louisville won. Number 24, Vanderbilt beat number 23, Tennessee, 86-82. Vanderbilt's Tanner led the way, 25 points. They were 53% from the field, 27 for 32 from the free throw line. Not bad. They are 3-1 in the last 4. Evans led the way for Tennessee, 24 points. Estrella came off the bench. He scored 20 points. They were 44% from the field. Tennessee is 1-3 in the last 4. 15-16, FIU beat 18-13 Western Kentucky, 92-67. Florida International, all 5 starters scored double-digit points. Their bench, though, also scored a lot, 26 points in that one. 17-14, Florida State beat 19-12 SMU, 91-78. SMU's kind of falling apart. Wiggins, 31 points, 9 rebounds for the Seminoles. The next 4 straight losses for SMU. 25-6, Liberty beat 21-10 Sam Houston, 79-72. Liberty hit 14 three-pointers in that one. 23-10 Long Island beat Wagner, 64-56. Get the Northeastern Conference auto bid. Their championship opponent, Mercyhurst, is ineligible due to still transitioning to D1. So no matter if they win or lose, they go. 8-23 Loyola Chicago beat 17-14 George Washington, 68-62. 12-19 Marquette beat number 4 UConn, upset them 68-62. UConn's head coach Don Hurley, I don't know if you saw that, got thrown out. I think if I remember, I was yelling at the refs about something that threw him out. But it's only with towards the end of the game. I mean, was it 9 seconds left or something? He got thrown out. Number 7, Houston beat Oklahoma State, 82-75. McCarty came off the bench for the Cougars, scored 20 points. Number 13, Virginia beat 19-12 Virginia Tech, 76-72. Virginia, 45% from the field. Hokie shot 42%. I watched this one. This was a good one. Number 20, Arkansas beat 20-11 Missouri, 88-84 in overtime. Missouri had chances to win this game. They just couldn't do it. I don't know what the deal was. They'd get there, and, Arkansas would just kind of tap them back down and say no. So that's a good game, though. I enjoyed that one. 10-22, Long Beach State beat 22-8 Hawaii, 84-75. Sykes for Long Beach State, 34 points in that one. 18-14. Is that my right? Can't read my writing sometimes. Pacific beat 20-13 Seattle, 61-58. Both of these teams shot under 39%. Number 2, Arizona beat Colorado, 89-79. Arizona was actually down by 11 points in the second half of that one. Came back to beat Colorado. 21-10, BYU got themselves a good win, beat number 10 Texas Tech, 82-76. That's 2 straight losses for Texas Tech. BYU, though, they needed that because they were 1-3 in the last 4. 18-16, North Dakota beat 24-9 St. Thomas, Minnesota, 67-66 in the Summit League semifinals. 20-15, Georgia Southern beat 19-13 Coastal Carolina, 96-72. More for Georgia Southern, 40 points. Hell of a game for him. 22-10, UC San Diego beat UC Santa Barbara, 64-63. UC Santa Barbara, 1-5 in the last 6 games. 23-9, Tennessee State beat 20-13 Morehead State, 93-67 to win the Ohio Valley Championship. 21-10 UCLA beat 18-13 USC, 89-68. USC, 7 straight losses. We talked about it. They're missing those 2 key players on that team. 24-7 Utah Valley beat 18-14 Utah Tech, 104-101 in 2 overtimes. Number 16 Alabama, I watched this one too. It was okay. Beat Auburn 96-84. Tigers would show life in this game and get up there, and then Alabama would just knock them back and shut them down. Let's see. 15-15 Western Carolina beat 19-13 Mercer, 77-73. 17-14 Oklahoma beat 18-13 Texas, 89-85 in overtime. OU did blow a 6-point lead in the final 30 seconds of this game to force the overtime. So you got to wonder about that there. 22-10 UC Irvine beat 18-13 UC Davis, 79-69 in overtime. UC Davis had a 10-point lead at halftime. 17-15 Cal State Fullerton beat 18-13 Cal State Northridge, 90-77. Cal State Fullerton's Williams, 23 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. 20-13 Queens beat 22-9 Austin Peay, 90-83. Queens bench, 36 total points for their bench. Number 1 Duke, pissed off. Beat North Carolina, beat them bad. Number 17, North Carolina, 76-71. Boozer, 26 points, 15 rebounds. They were 42% from the field. Hit 10 3-pointers, grabbed 10 more rebounds. They went on a 15-2 run in the second half to bury North Carolina. Dixon led the way for the Tar Heels, 17 points, 45% from the field. They hit 9 3-pointers. They turned the ball over also 9 more times. They went almost 5 minutes without scoring a point in the second half of that one. 19-15 Southern Miss beat 19-13 Appalachian State, 86-73. Weeks for Appalachian State, 28 points. 22-12 Northern Iowa beat 21-12 Bradley, 73-69 in the Missouri Valley Conference semifinals. 20-12 Furman beat 18-14 Stanford, 86-81. Furman's bench, 48 points. That's going to be a trend the last couple of weeks. A lot of bench points being scored. 19-11 Marist beat 19-13 Quinnipiac, 77-75. 20-11 Ohio State beat 18-12. Or was that 13? 18-12, 18-13, Indiana. Anyway, Ohio State beat Indiana, 91-78. Bruce Thornton, though, became Ohio State's all-time leader. 2,097 points he has scored there at Ohio State. I watched this one too. This was a good one. 22-9 Wisconsin. Upset number 15 Purdue, 97-93. Wisconsin, 18 3-pointers. It is crazy. It's like every other play they were draining a 3. It was wire to wire though. Wisconsin's Blockwell, 25 points, followed by Boyd, who had 23 points. 56% from the field, 21 for 24 from the free throw line. Purdue's Lawyer, 23 points in that one. Smith behind him, 20 points. They shot 51% from the field. That was a good game. I really enjoyed that one. Number 5, Florida beat 19-12 Kentucky, 84-77. Florida, 11-game win streak to finish out the regular season. Kentucky, man, missed their first 7 shots of the game. Did not open that game good. 23-8 George Mason beat number 25 St. Louis, 86-57, buried St. Louis. Long, 21 points, 3 rebounds, 9 assists for George Mason. They shot 58% from the field, grabbed 15 more rebounds. Brown led the way for St. Louis. I guess you could say led the way, 13 points. They shot 40% from the field. Avila, foul trouble early, man. I think he had like 4 fouls, sat for 12 minutes of the first half of that game. Boise State beat Colorado State 78-67. Both of them are 20-11. 15-15 New Mexico State beat 18-13 Kennesaw State by 3. 25-6 Utah State beat 22-9 New Mexico, 94-90. Utah State's bench, 30 points. 16-15 Wake Forest beat 21-10 Cal, 80-73. Wake Forest was down by 8 at halftime. Harris had 31 points, 15 rebounds on that one. Moving on to Sunday. Yesterday, 1914 Towson beat 21-11 Charleston, 81-56 in the CAA tourney. Towson's Trajada, 30 points in that one. 23-10 Merrimack beat 19-12 Marist, 58-57. Merrimack's Dorset, can't talk this morning, hit a three-pointer with 1:23 left to steal the win. Number 9, Nebraska beat 20-11 Iowa, 84-75 in overtime. Iowa only scored 5 points in the overtime period. Number 3, Michigan beat number 8 Michigan State, 90-80. Lindbergh for the Wolverines, 27 points, followed by Johnson Jr., 18.7 rebounds. The bench for Michigan, though, 29 points in that game. 49% from the field. They hit 26 out of 29 free throws. Michigan State, Collier led the way. 23 points, 8 rebounds. Ferry Jr. behind him, 22 points, 9 assists. Only 8 bench points for the Spartans. 45% from the field. Number 11, Illinois beat Maryland 78-72. Give it to Maryland, though. They fought the whole way in this game. I mean, Illinois did not blow them out at all. 17-16, Boston. Man, look at little Boston Terriers. Beat 26-7 Navy. 73-72 in the Patriots semifinals. Boston's Gladden hit a buzzer beater for the win. There was a little bit of controversy about that, about when he launched it and stuff like that. But the ref said, no, it's over. Boston wins. 13-18 Memphis beat 17-14 Tulane. 96-95 in overtime. Tulane led this game by 9 at halftime. 21-13 Queens beat 22-12 Central Arkansas. 98-93 in overtime in the A-Sun title game. 23-12 Northern Iowa beat 19-15 Illinois Chicago. 84-69 in the Missouri Valley Conference Championship game. 16-7 Campbell beat 26-6 UNC Wilmington. 85-70. UNC Wilmington led by 11 points in this game at one time. 30-4 High Point beat 23-11 Winthrop. 91-76. That's High Point's second straight Big South championship. 25-7 Santa Clara beat Pacific 76-68 in the West Coast Conference quarterfinals. 19-14 Idaho beat 18-14 Montana State 78-74 in the Big Sky quarters. Bobcats actually led that game by 4 at halftime, but ended up losing it. 27-7 North Dakota State beats their rival North Dakota 70-62 in the Summit League Championship game. Won it in the first half, though, because both teams scored 32 points in the second half. 22-10 Hofstra beat 20-12 William & Mary, 92-61. Hofstra's Davis, 30 points, 5 assists. 21-15 Georgia Southern beat 19-13 Marshall, 82-78. Georgia Southern's Webb, he scored 31 points in that game. 22-11 Siena beat 21-13 Fairfield, 76-61 in the Mid-Atlantic Athletic Conference semifinals. This week, tournaments continue. Tournaments start. So that'll be happening this week. Moving on to some things that happened in the women's basketball. High Point beat Radford to win their second straight Big South championship. West Virginia beat TCU to win the Big 12 championship. Rhode Island beat George Mason for their first Atlantic 10 championship. South Dakota State beat North Dakota State to win the Summit League championship. Texas, they beat South Carolina to win the SEC championship. Beat them by 17. That's crazy to see South Carolina lose by that much. UCLA won their second straight Big Ten championship. They beat Iowa. Duke beat Louisville in overtime to win the ACC championship. Samford beat Chattanooga in the Southern Conference championship. Same thing with women's basketball. Conference tournaments continue. Some championship games coming up this week too. So that is it. Like I said before, this week I'm on vacation this week. I'm going to be taking off here next day. Try to watch some of those conference tournaments on TV. I don't know how much I'll be able to watch, but anyway, we'll be back a week from today, Monday or maybe Tuesday. Depends what happens. We'll do a quick review of the conference championships. Who surprised? Who was surprising? Who was disappointing? And then we'll go over the intriguing games for the NCAA tournament because that will be announced on Sunday. So anyway, this week, even though if you're working this week, which I assume most people are, not that bad of a week. Actually, the next few weeks are not going to be that bad of a week. I mean, yeah, it sucks to work, but you got the conference championship tournament games going on. Then the March Madness tournament kicks off, so you can watch all that stuff at work on your computer or your phone to help you get through the workday. Now, after that, then the days are going to drag. But hey, next few weeks, they should go by pretty quick. Just put some basketball on and get through work. Anyway, have a great week. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Hope you have fun. See you, like I said, next Monday or Tuesday. Take it easy.